What's up, boss?
What's going on, buddy?
How we doing?
I'm good. I'm good, man. How are you doing?
Good, 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 good. Well, I'm just gonna wait to get it started until we get a few more heads up in here.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Thanks for having me on. This is cool.
Oh yeah, of
I
course.
love the one with Fitted Insider. He's dude. That guy is an amazing person, dude. He's a good guy. So
Yeah, it is. A lot of people hit me up after that interview and was they were telling me, "Oh man, I can't believe Fitted Insight is a cool dude." And I told him I was like, "Yeah, man." I talked to him that whole week before the interview, and he's a real cool guy. I was like, a lot of the guys who collect hats who
thank you, Fatty.
are well and who just have big collections. I mean, we're all regular people at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah. No, I hear you. I mean, I some people are going to be surprised about my collection a little bit. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic to see what you have, what more you have than what we've seen during the last few weeks that I've gotten to know you.
Yeah. No, all good. I brought some combos out. Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be cool. I got some old vintage stuff. We can look
Am
at
I
some
looking a
teams
little fuzzy to you on the camera?
just in this area.
Just in just in this area. How do you plan on doing the giveaways?
Oh, you know what? We can do. I have another phone here. We'll just do the spinning wheel. Let me set
Yeah,
that up.
my wife was asking me, and she was telling me, what's up, High Crowns?
No, that's
Red's
a good idea. Let me get that.
fan in Florida. Opie and Frank, how you guys doing? Fatty McFingers. I'm gonna try to stay with the comments, you guys. But here's let me see.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Red fan Florida.
Yeah.
He's on. Yeah, let me tell you real quick before we get started. When I just came to the competition for lids, I had
Uh huh.
36 followers. Half of them were like family, and Reds fan Florida reached out to me and said, "I'm here for you, man. Whatever you need." Because I didn't even know what was going on, knew nothing about the contest, how it ran, what to do, and that guy is awesome. Man. He's a first follower, pretty much that in the hat game, and helped me out a lot, man. So thank you, Clay. Appreciate you, brother.
He just I believe he followed me from your page probably once I started posting that I was gonna interview you. I
Yeah,
got a
yeah,
few.
together, man.
Yeah,
It's not about how many followers you have. It's how many friends you meet.
yeah. That's what I try to tell you when like Ben Davis, John. He's like, don't forget about me when you start getting followers. I'm like, you're one of the first guys who let me into your live. I'm like, I support you guys. I was
That's
like, I support everyone.
the thing is everyone's like, oh, I need more follow. I need more followers than who I follow and all that. Dude, you follow me, I follow you back, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't trip on that.
Yeah, you show love, I show love,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
I'm a big guy. I got a lot of love to show.
yeah, right. I'm with you, brother.
Uh,
So this is what we'll do. I guess every 15 minutes we'll let them choose something, and I have some stuff here that I don't mind parting
parting
with.
ways with.
Yeah, yeah, it's all good.
What's up, also? How you doing? We're just wait. Send the live out, guys. Send the live out for sure. Send the live out. We get some more heads in here, and we'll get started right now.
I
Probably
finally
wait another
was
few minutes.
to put this combo together on what I got the hat on Saturday. I think yesterday. I've had this jersey for about 10 years, waiting
Wow.
waiting for because they drop these hats,
Every
but
now and then.
not in the cream though. They're always green or red or black. And
Yeah.
finally they dropped that cream, and I was like, oh my gosh, there it is. This was actually on my wall. This has been on my wall for 10 years.
Where did you find the hat at?
Well, I missed the drop, so I had to unfortunately go outside the box, which I didn't want to. But
And
yeah,
get it.
it, and I needed it. I paid up. I get it. I don't like supporting those guys. You know, I don't. I don't sell hats. I pretty much give them away. But this one I had to. I had to have. So I did pay up. Came out of New York.
Can you show everyone your jersey?
Oh yeah. So it's the this is the 1935 Babe Ruth, Boston Braves. This is where he ended his career. This is a Mitchell and Ness. Waited a long time. This jersey runs about $350, but I'll tell you that on Cyber Mondays, well, back then, 10 years ago, they did it. Every jersey, $100.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And I gobbled up some good ones. So
that's a good deal.
Yeah.
What's up, Crown Clean? How you guys doing?
What's up, Crown
How's
Clean?
everyone doing? That's just a dope jersey. When people probably see you at the games, what games do you usually show up to, or what games do you go out to watch?
So what I've been doing is it's on my Instagram page at the earlier moments because I didn't have a lot of followers, but I'll wear my the full 1927 Philadelphia Athletics. I called it's from this is actually a Mitchell and Ness top, but there you go, repping the A's, man. That's my boy. And then I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ebbetsfield Flannels out of Seattle. They're amazing. I made a call to them. They make me custom fitted wool pants to match the throwback vintage jerseys. So I rock this at A's games all the time. This is what I wear to A's games. Spring training.
People, fans over there are probably like, oh my God, babe, I need that jersey, telling their wives, did you see that man with his jersey?
Dude, stirrups, everything, all from that era. Ray Fosse put me on a lot during the A's game. I had a 1915 catcher's glove. I'll show you guys my gloves. But that was pretty cool, being on TV quite a bit. That was cool.
Yeah, it was when I seen those pictures of you with the ball players. I was like, oh man, that's just crazy. Like, and the guy probably wearing his jersey is like, I need the jersey he's wearing.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that this Philly jersey, for some reason, it's like bees to honey, man. Like the players come over, especially like spring training and stuff. I actually met Sky Bolt. Turned out to be we're friends now. He unfortunately the A's just released him. He got picked up by the San Francisco Giants, but
okay.
I met him on his debut in Pittsburgh. I was out there for a 3-game series. I go to an away series every year with my buddies to see different ballparks. We were in Pittsburgh. I wore that and stayed there after the game and talked to him, gave his family some baseballs that he could sign for him. And we got a pretty good little friendship. It was all because of that jersey. I wore it out to Vegas just right before COVID last year. And he spotted it, ran from center field, came out, big hug. It was cool, man. I'll tell you what, these players, they know their stuff, dude. They respect.
Oh yeah.
Pat Light's another one. He's a retired baseball player, played for the Twins, but he'll comment and post on some caps that people drop. So they're the pros I think are really starting to get into it now.
I'm pretty sure all those guys who joined the MLB are big fans as younger kids, and they try to stay with all the players from, I wouldn't be surprised, from high school all the way until pro league ball.
Well, what's funny is that they're so busy. I have a friend, Max Stassi, who got drafted by the A's in the 4th round, and now he went to Houston, won a ring with Houston, and now he's with the Angels. Unfortunately, he's on the DL for a few days right now, but it was like 24/7 baseball. You know what I mean? And when they finally make it, I don't think, like, I've never seen a ball player after a game wearing a cap, ever.
No. Yeah.
Ever. No.
After wearing it almost game is 9 innings, 2 hours?
Yeah, they all have nice hair.
Yeah. I was like, I buy hats to hide my hair.
Right. Here's another one that I put together. I don't know if you're familiar with this. Probably not. You ever
No.
seen that? Do you know what that is?
Uh-uh.
All right, first one to name this where this is from, and the player. I'll give you a hat right now. Go ahead, type it in first. Here we go. What's this from, and who's the player? So Ebbets Field put this together for me. They matched the pants to their jersey, and then I have their Ebbets Field flannels cap with it. Anybody? There it is. We have that. Who's the player? Who's the player? We have the natural. That is correct. Reds fan, I'll give you a second since you got the movie right. I'll give you a second to name the player.
Those are gonna be some hard questions.
Fitted Insider, I love him. Roy something, right? Yeah, you're right. That is true. Robert Redford's the actor. I want the player's name in the movie. Come on, man. You guys should have been watching this about 1,000 times already. Fatty McFingers, Roy Hobbs, the natural, Reds fan, Florida. You got the natural. I'll tell you what. I'll give you both a cap. One for Fatty, one for Reds. There's a first giveaway. It doesn't count towards our 15 minutes. It's something separate. If you want, I can show you now, or you can DM me, and I'll just let you take your pick.
Yeah, make sure you guys DM him. He's really as for some of you guys that have never talked to Chad, I've been talking to him all weekend. He's a real cool guy. I mean, he even offered to give me and a couple other guys a few things, and I was like, nah, let me pay for it. And he just,
No.
I still want to pay for the Ace hat. I still want to pay for it. I don't want to take nothing from you.
I got well, like I showed you before. Here's just some old school that I picked up through the years. So I think probably here's half of them. I got some more over there. Just your old school. No side patches. We'll get into that in a little while. But just these have never been worn. You know, if I see them, I'll just grab them all. So, you know, if you want it all green, or I have a green and yellow over here. So it's there. There's the green with the white, and then I have a yellow with the white as well. So let me know which one you need, man. Absolutely.
For sure.
Cool.
I feel like we can get started. Go ahead and start with the question.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. What do you got?
All right. So, how old were you when you started collecting hats and all your memorabilia? Around what age did you start?
So with hats, I always had appreciation with hats. I played a lot of baseball, just like everyone else probably. But as far as collecting, wasn't until later in life. I think it's one of those things where when you were growing up, you know, you wanted certain brands, right? But
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like my dad was in the military, did 20 years in the United States Coast Guard. We lived on military bases. You know, whatever I needed, I got. But whatever I wanted, it's just not there all the time. So I think what happens is when you're old enough to start purchasing it yourself, you want to take yourself back to that childhood. And that's why everyone's going crazy for, you know, the Jordans. You know, I was big into, I was fortunate enough, I'm a little bit older than a lot of you guys, but I was fortunate enough to hit when Starter came out, you know, right when it came out. I was rocking the Starter cap with the Starter poofy jacket, you know, at a Georgetown one, I still remember. I had an A's hat, green and yellow. And on the back, I don't know if you guys remember this, but you used to put a rap lyric on your hat. Do you ever see people do that?
No, I've never seen that before.
Right. So in like junior high, this would have been about 87 to 89. You would get a cap, and then they would stitch in some kind of saying, most of the time rap lyrics. I think mine was something just absolutely ridiculous. I think it said "shake your thing" or something just stupid. But you would use an old rap lyrics and put them on your cap. And then we all had longer hair. It was just a really bad time for fashion. But, you know, looking back at those Starter caps and everything, you know, those are hot still right now. You know, those were cool caps back then. So I bought them, but I didn't collect them. As far as collecting them, I really started collecting about 20 years ago. Really, where
Wow.
it's not, I didn't even care what team it was. You know what I mean? And once you get off of what team you're looking for, then it's endless. If you're just a Yankees collector or a Diamondbacks collector or A's collector, and you always get those caps, that's awesome. I get it. Once you open up to other teams, I have 60 Yankees hats that I've never put on my head. Over the
Wow.
past 20 years, I can show you some, but I have over 100 A's caps um, that I'll buy them if there's a decent sale. Sometimes I'll buy 20. The other day I found a pretty nice sale. I bought 50. All different sizes, and because I know that people are going to need them or if they want them. I grab a bunch of kids sizes and things like that. Just someone's having their first baby, I get to give them my first fitted. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I believe we were on the live the other day. You was it Big Boy? You gave his
Nephew,
his
yeah,
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 their
yeah.
first fitteds.
First fitted, man. It was awesome. He posted that. That was really cool. I appreciated
Yeah.
that. Awesome. So, yeah, my first hat that I remember, believe it or not, was I don't have one. I would like to probably get it. See, that's where it takes you back to your childhood, right? So, it was Oakland Athletics. I lived in the Marin County. My favorite player was Dave Kingman. This would have been 1986. And my first hat was Oakland A's pillbox, actually. Oakland A's pillbox.
What was the last part?
A pillbox, the Oakland A's pillbox. So a
Okay.
pillbox hat, you know what those are?
No, I've never.
Okay.
I'm gonna look all this up that you talk about.
No,
I'm gonna
it's
look
all good.
everything up.
I brought some just to show you what it is. I have a Pirates one, but it's actually in another box. So the pillbox was a flat brim, okay, but a flat top and round. They were very popular with the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 70s, 60s, 70s. So here's a pillbox. Pillbox is flat.
Oh, okay, that's a throwback. Throwback.
This is a new era. I've had this. I have a few of these. I gobbled these up years ago. Yeah, I really don't see them much anymore.
Still with the cardboard in there, keeping
Yeah,
it straight.
yeah. So this is kind of a cool one there. Oh, there's a pillbox there that Fatty has. Nice, dude. Yep,
Hey,
yep.
Tidewater.
Roberto Clemente. Yeah. See, Ebbets. It looks like Ebbets might have them. That's awesome. So it's a little bit different now. It does fit a lot different than what everyone's used to because the top of your head will come out the top. So you want to wear them a little higher. I wear my
Okay.
ears, which wouldn't work that well for a pillbox because a pillbox you want kind of on top of your head so it can get that nice flat shape up there. But it's I love this stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Vintage stuff, man.
That
So
that's just insane to for you to have stuff like that and be able to show us newer guys that like me. I played baseball as a kid, but I never really followed up with like much of the throwback stuff. Or all I knew was when I started collecting was gray bottoms. What were in, um, and even back then I would collect the black UVs, and that's all that really mattered to me was. Is it a gray undervisor? Is it a green undervisor? And now to this day to see how a lot of people just collect things from way back then, it's like I, I need to step my game up. Like,
well, here's the thing that's kind of cool is everything comes back around, right?
yeah,
Bell bottoms were really hot, the 60s, early 70s, and then everyone was like, they're hideous. Well, try to go buy a pair of bell bottoms right now. You're gonna
yeah, you
probably
can't find them.
well over $100 probably for a pair of bell bottoms. So what happens is things run, everything runs its course and then it reverts back to vintage. Like for example, I'm big on vintage stuff. I collect vintage uniforms from the 50s and below. I collect vintage baseball gloves from 50s and below. Wood bats from the 50s and below. So I'm more geared towards the history and the vintage part of the game. So, for example, here's a hat that I just picked up a few months back at an estate sale. The guy unfortunately passed away. This is where I played baseball, Yuba City High School. This is an old, this one's probably the 80s, but this is your new era with the leather inside.
Oh yeah,
And it's never
that's
been
nice.
worn. It's never been worn. This is never, these leather gets so bad that it just falls apart. But this has never been worn. It's sitting in a closet, and God rest his soul. Thanks for keeping this gem. And with that Kelly green, that's what I'm about. This one right here, this is it. This is it. And if you can tell, a lot of hats now are going back to that.
Yeah.
You're going back to the grays. They're going back to the greens. And people are really, these are fired right now. This green, a lot of people who appreciate the history of baseball go towards the Kelly green. So let me show you what I mean by that leather guts. Before the leather guts, they had a really thin paper. Okay, so this is my hat from my grandfather. It's a 1950s Kansas City Athletics, all wool. And if you the inside, that paper leather just kind of deteriorates.
Oh yeah, I see that.
So it looks like Oscar has a hat from '93. I was graduating high school, brother.
That,
but
and that's dope too. You said that's your grandfather's hat?
This was my grandfather's hat. It was in his shop, and I was out there with him, and he said, "Here you go." Great guy. World War II, Purple Heart, great guy, and he passed away. But I have that hat, and he gave me his World Series program from the Giants versus Yankees with the game ticket on it. And,
oh wow!
He held that. So he was, anybody who went through that, time era of the Great Depression, they don't throw anything away.
Yeah, I know they're collecting everything.
Everything. Pop cans. I mean, they're afraid to get rid of anything because they went through such a hard time in their life that it's really hard for them to, get rid of anything because they find value in everything. Yeah. Well, a lot of it is trash, there's no doubt, but some of it is really awesome that they kept and held on to that, so now we appreciate those things now.
So would you say that would be some of your oldest memorabilia that you collect right now? That you have them?
For hats, yeah. Like here's I don't know if you can read it, but this is New Era, Play Like a Pro. This is mid 50s from this is where I played Little League, Sutter Buttes Little League in Yuba City. This is all wool, New Era. So this one, it's cool when people find out that you're a hat collector. They're like, hey, I don't really collect them. I don't know what to do with it. I want to give it a good home. Well, I've had many coaches and retired MLB players or AAA players say, hey, would you like all my caps? I have them all. Absolutely. And so that's pretty cool that people appreciate, you appreciating it. And so that was given from a gentleman who was holding on to that from the 50s. I ran across two of these, believe it or not. This is New Era, right? And these caps you'll probably never see. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah, no.
You know what that is?
I know it's an older cap. That's for sure.
Right.
This
is an old New Era, 7.5. It's going to look funny, but this is for umpiring. This is an old New Era umpiring hat. I found two of these in a thrift store, brand new, tucked into each other for like $5 each. And I was just ecstatic. I couldn't believe that I would find a gem like that. And two of them stuck together, folded into one another. I mean, that is really, really cool. And no, you're not going to rock it to a club, but I'll tell you what, it's pretty sweet to have. I like that one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What would you say?
As far as items, I have a few things here. First, the Seattle Pilots. Are you familiar with them at all?
No.
Okay, so they were in MLB for 1 year. I think it was I'm going to say 69. I think it's say 69. So here's a pair of old cufflinks from the Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
And they were only around just 1 year. So
I believe you showed me that the other day. I believe I seen that the other day from you. So not those cufflinks, but I believe you showed me a patch.
Yeah, well, here's the hat. I have the matching jersey. So these are the Pilot's hat. And this you can still grab this from time to time. That's blue UV. But that was their logo back then. I think it was 69, yeah. So pretty dope, actually.
Yeah, that is.
I like that vintage stuff. I really get into the vintage stuff. So speaking of vintage, I have I posted this not long ago, but I'll tell you guys a little story on it. So Bill Clem, Hall of Fame umpire, for many years. He actually called the game for the 1908 World Series, and in that 1908 World Series was Honus Wagner. So Honus Wagner, I don't know if you're familiar, has like one of the most expensive baseball card you can get, right? So back then, whenever they would do big games like that, people would give them gifts. So here is kind of a weird era, but a lot more people smoked back then. This is from Major League Baseball, Bill Clem umpire, the 1909 World Series, and this basically holds his matches
and his cigarettes.
This is just for the matches.
Oh man,
So that was a gift that he received from someone. I don't know if it was from MLB, maybe another umpire, but the 1909. This is my oldest piece. 1909 World Series match holder from Bill Clem. Here's another cool piece, though. This is Eddie Romo. He played for the Philadelphia Athletics back during the heydays when they were amazing. Probably the best baseball team in history, 1929. Here is his 1931 American League, 1931 Philadelphia Athletics American League champions, Eddie Romo. This is a gift that he received. I don't know if you can see it very well. Let me see if I can get some lights. Let's see this. Maybe a little bit better. Anyways, this is a little ashtray that he received. It opens up. Here's your ashtray. Here's where your cigarette goes right there. So these are some older pieces I was able to get through the years from 1931 and 1909. So anytime I can run across things like that, old ashtrays that they made, paperweights that I found with the Astrodome on it, that was a pretty cool piece that I have. Anything like that, I try to gobble up.
that's just insane to have stuff from back then. Like that's my first time ever seeing anything like that, and I'm glad that you're on here showing us all that stuff, because I'm pretty sure there might be a few guys on here who have had no idea what that was. And
do you see Gilly there? That Wagner card, $3.25 million.
Is that the card that you have one of those cards right now?
No. This is how cool I think it is. The guy umpired a game that Honus Wagner was playing in. That's as close as I can get to Honus Wagner, as an umpire who umpired the game. But
I feel like it's a good thing that you have. Well, not a good thing that you have a lot of this stuff. I mean, if you ever were to part ways with some of this stuff, I mean, I only could imagine the amount someone would pay for memorabilia that far. I mean, but it's all about the collection. I feel like you're not so much about the resale or buying stuff to be like, oh yeah, later on I'm gonna sell it.
It could be an investment. It probably is. I mean, I'll just tell you my hats. We can get into those in a second. But even any memorabilia I have, it's the story, man. It has nothing to do with the value ever. See that? Wayne Gretzky has a Honus Wagner tobacco card. He has one. That's Wayne Gretzky. So, but I like to do some custom stuff. Here, I'll show you a couple things I did. So most people have their baseball card on their desk in a ball holder. Your typical, let's see if I have one here. Here's a 1987 Mark McGwire All-Star, his first All-Star game, autograph card. You kind of put it like that. What I start doing is I start putting the balls in an 8x10 frame and then connecting the balls to the frame itself. I've never seen this done. I've never seen this done before. This could be my first $1 million. I'm not sure, but I have probably about 50 of these that I make. So there's, Nolan Ryan, put his name there on the plaque, autographed baseball, 8x10. And here's a crazy story. I was fortunate enough to go to Justin Verlander's first game as a Houston Astro, and my buddy Max got me to batting practice and in the family section. of where to sit for the game. So I was one seat away from Kate Upton. So with this one, I actually was able to have her sign a Mother's Day MLB ball that I had on me. So there's a Kate Upton autograph with the pink stitching from the Mother's Day. And, you know, she obviously is married to Justin Verlander. So that was kind of cool.
That's just insane. We have a question from Gilly Fitteds. Is there any player today who you would want to get an autograph from that you haven't been able to acquire yet?
Playing today, I'd probably just right off the top of my head, I would go Mike Trout. I'd go Mike Trout. Mike Trout, yeah, definitely Trout. Yeah, I mean, I have signed jerseys. I have a World Baseball Classic jersey signed by Buster Posey, World Series jersey by Buster Posey. Dave Dravecky. You know, everybody I meet has a story. A lot of my autographs I don't purchase. I have a story of how I got them. You know, and that is really what's fun about it. You know, if you just look at a ball with a name on it, okay, cool. But if you can hold something and have a really incredible story with it, that I think is more remarkable. So,
like you have the 1/1 baseball. I forget who it was signed by, but I remember you telling me the story the other day that he would never sign another baseball.
Yeah, he wouldn't write that on the baseball. So we were in Milwaukee. We ended up about getting 20 baseballs that day. Players throwing them to us all day long. It was awesome. It was the Boys of Summer where we go to an away game. And it was Grant Balfour was signing. And my buddy asked him to write something. And he kind of stood back and said, I'm not going to write that. And he called him mate because Grant Balfour's from Australia. And he goes, come on, we won't show anyone. We won't post it. Will you write it? He goes, all right, just it's the only time I'm going to write it. So we go, will you put 1 of 1 on it? And he did. And it was Grant Balfour, pound the F in strike zone. But he wrote the word all out. So that was pretty cool story to have. We were like, you know, exciting moment, kind of fun. Few beers, of course, in Milwaukee. But stuff like that's cool. You know, I was at spring training. I was younger, so don't judge me. But they run foul poles, pole to pole, to warm after they're done pitching. And it was Justin Duscher. He played for the Oakland A's. Unfortunately, had a meltdown with social anxiety and quit playing. But he put his cleats down to run foul poles in like the 8th inning, and it was a blowout anyways. So I actually have Justin Duscher's game-worn cleats when he was going to run foul poles. They ended up in my backpack. They're in my glass case now.
Oh man, dude, that's. See, I love this because as a young kid, I was always into baseball, but I never, like I said, I never really followed any players, and like that's what I wanted to start with. This was because I want more information. I want to hear stories because I'm pretty sure there's other guys as well as you, that have stories like that of collectible items. But I mean, for your stories, it's like they're just insane to be able to. Oh yeah, let me get your cleats real quick, or thank you for the cleats, or having a one of one signed baseball, and just the memorabilia is like that to me. I hope one day I'm able to get some stories like that because
times have changed now, man. I mean, after we did a photo shoot with Houston Street for the front cover of ESPN because we were just standing around an hour after the game, and they were like, "Hey, we need some people to sit around them in the stands. We're going to take a picture." So it was us with Houston, you know, on the front cover of ESPN. It was awesome. You know, stuff like that. With COVID, now there's nets everywhere. They can't even toss you a ball if they want to. They're going to keep their distance from signing anything. I'm just very fortunate that I was able to do some things that I don't think you'll be able to do very much of anymore going forward. You know, I saw today you can't even go to a Giants game without either getting a proof that you were vaccinated or a proof that you are negative on a test, even to just go to a baseball game. So times are changing. I'm glad that I was able, you know, and fortunate enough to do some things before it all changed. But, you know, I'll tell you, when I collected, it was just for me. I didn't know there was a hat game. I knew there was a shoe game. Lids reached out to me and said, hey, we really like your collection. We really like how you display it. That's what they liked the most. They didn't even ask how many hats I had. You could tell it was quite a bit, though. So they said, we'd like to put you in the Ultimate Hat Collection for 2020. I knew nothing about it. I said, okay, that sounds good. I don't know what to do next. And they said, we have a panel that judges who's going to be in. We pick 8 people for the year, and then you'll each get your own blog on the Lids website. And then we start the voting if you're in. 2 weeks went by, and they were like, hey, you made it. So like I said, at that time I had 36 followers, nothing. All of a sudden in like 3 days, it went up to like, 300. I was like, oh, wow, this is cool. So then I start digging into everyone's collection, like, Cap Wonder, Pierre,
Yeah.
over 5,000 hats, And the thing is mine were all really traditional, very traditional. I didn't know much about colorways and UVs and side patches and all this stuff. So what was cool is I have these hats that are 20 years old, but now I'm also able to cop these hats that are, these big drops, like this one here.
Yeah.
I missed a little bit of time there with some drops, the originals like Fitted Insider has, because he was on that side of the fence when it hit, but my traditional hats, nothing crazy, but we can run through some teams if you want to see them. But my whole thing is combos. To me, you throw on Gary Carter, God rest his soul. You throw a combo like that on, it's not many
People are gonna go nuts.
People don't really combo a lot of jerseys. They're mostly their hats to their shoes. But to me, I feel, you could throw a Hank Aaron combo together, go out to dinner, sporting that. That's where I'm at. You know what I mean? So I have about 300 jerseys. I combo them up with the matching hat in the same time. I try to get that as close as I can. So, like Bo Jackson's All-Star jersey, just combo it up that way.
So you have 300 matching hats to all your jerseys?
I'm at 1,000 hats right now, and
Yeah.
have 300 jerseys that I probably have 5 hats that can go to each jersey. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All in different colors?
Oh, yeah. So, like this one. Here's a Rod Carew. I don't think I've ever wore it. I think the tags are still in it. A lot of my stuff I keep the tags in. So here's Mitchell and Ness Rod Carew. This was the California Angels, old school. And then I'll have the, I could throw on the halo on the hat, But I probably have 5 different hats that can go with that Rod Carew jersey. You know what I mean? I have the old Griffey.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one's.
What year was that?
This would have been. Oh man, that had to be. Gosh, when he first started, I think they had that logo with the pitchfork. Yeah, I would say probably his rookie year is when they had that pitchfork. So, yeah. So, it's just a much different collection. I mean, if you want to see kind of where my style is, why don't we have somebody out there just throw a team out, your favorite team or something, and I'll just run through kind of where my collection started, and you can kind of see a difference between then and now of how far hats have come. And you know what? I respect both of them. I absolutely respect both of them. Yeah, Yankees. Oh boy. Okay. All right, let's do it. How much time we got? We good?
Yeah, I was gonna say we should do a giveaway after this.
Yeah, let's do it. We can do them at the end as well, also.
All right, that works too. The giveaway, you guys, are brought to you by the Total Package. Shout out, Chad. Thank you, sir. So you guys stay near for whoever's in this live is gonna be able to. He's gonna give away, I think, like 4 items and I believe a jersey at the end. So
I have 5 rows of Yankees. This is 1 row. I'm just gonna buzz through some of that. It would take us. Yeah, I'm almost at 80 on the Yankees. So let's just buzz through 1 row. And if you ever want to DM me, I'll show you the rest. But so, this is nothing crazy. This isn't Hat Club. This is nothing. Okay. But if you look at it, it's still clean. This is like I believe would be their, I'm I'm going to say Italian Heritage Day. Green UV, orange outlined. Sick hat. So they're still great hats. This is something different. No one's ever going to see this one. Textured, deep textured, black nasty. But you can see the thread's heavy on that. But here's the thing, you probably won't be able to find many of these. Here's the red camo, black nasty. Here's a purple with the Kelly green. See, this is what I was saying. A lot of my hats are all Kelly green. Well, guess what? They're coming back now, baby. So now this hat went from nothing to fire all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everyone's talking about the good greens. I was like,
right. Here's a gray. Then grays are coming back too. So this isn't a hat that you're going to see anytime soon with the different greens. The lime green, Kelly, boom, gray. Fire. Here's one's kind of cool. So here's your typical Navy Yankee, but if you look close, Statue of Liberty on the side. And this is old school. This is nothing new. And then underneath, Statue of Liberty on the UV. That
one's hard. I like that one.
Yeah, me too. I've never wore it, but it's snapped back, unfortunately, but still kind of cool. Here's one. This is velvet. That blue on there is velvet.
That's nice.
That's kind of different too. Here's something. This is a gray bottom. No Batterman, but Yankees. Has a Yankees, and that's actually stitched on the brim. That's thread.
See, that one's fresh. Ain't no one ever. I've never seen a hat like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're probably not going to see these. How about this one? White UV. Come on.
I'm waiting for them to start dropping some white UVs. Like I can't believe I haven't seen any white UVs really.
Half logo on a. This is all stitched. That's not printed. I mean, that's just dude, freaking dope. I think probably a lot of you have seen this one.
Oh man, that one's beautiful.
July, green UV, United States. Here's the same one that you saw, that purple one, but in navy and red, pinstripe. No Batterman, the Yankees logo. Here's an old school, all wool. Fits a little bit different. Here's their retro. I actually have two of these. Green UV.
Metro. No, that's not Hat Club, right?
No. Here's one with kind of a different texture. Here's one done in gold. I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but there's gold there. And here's what's crazy. There's a side patch. This was before side patches. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They put them on. You could still find them out there. You know?
Hey, I'm going to tap in Big Boy. I believe he wants to ask you something.
Awesome. This one's dope, though. That one's fire.
Oh, that's what color is that?
This is like kind of like J-tips. But let me tell you, are you ready for this? That hat was $33.99 probably 8 years ago. That colorway with the UV.
And now they're trying to charge $300 for a hat that color.
That's why I'm trying to say this. Some of this stuff's been done.
Yeah.
Yo, what up?
What's up, Big Boy?
Hey, Chad, man, I want to thank you in person, actually, for the hats you sent my nephew.
Hey, absolutely, man. That was an awesome video.
Very dope for you. So, yes, as soon as I get in those bagel unlocks, I'll make sure I hold them for you.
Oh, I missed that drop twice, man.
No, bro, I know. So that was the thing, is I didn't realize that he was only doing it for like 10 and 15 minutes just for you. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. Thank you so much, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, man, I appreciate you. That is so cool. And that's what it's all about.
Fighting with fingers?
That's what I mean.
Yo, so you've been collecting for how long? Because I can see the wall behind you.
Yeah, about 20 years.
Yeah. So
But
you
see, I
pretty much collect what you like, huh?
What's up?
You said one of your boys too is he's a MLB player, right?
Yeah, he's on the Astros.
Yeah, that's dope.
Max Stassi. But I was showing him how this hat's almost 10 years old. I don't know if you see it. $33 I paid for that infrared. But now it's
now it's a hyped up hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it happens. And then like a lot of people didn't notice back in the day, like when I first started collecting, patches weren't a big thing. Patches, like, to us, were like, if you were like a paisa dude, like in Mexico, they love that stuff. So we would send our patches to them all the time. But also back in around your like our days, all the colorful stuff was on snapbacks.
Yep. You're
Yeah.
right. I have a ton of snapbacks with that. Yeah.
So that's I just wanted to see you. Want to tap in and tell you thank you. But
Oh man, thank you, man. I
very dope,
appreciate
very
so
dope of
much.
you, man.
That's dope, man. That is
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, I'll make
Shouts
sure
out,
I
big boy.
got a shirt. I got a shirt and some pins coming for you too.
Oh man.
All right, boss. Thank
That's
you.
dope. Thank you so
Hey,
much,
thank you.
brother.
All right, chef.
All right, boss. Hey, make sure you guys follow Big Boy. He's out
Yeah, I'll
from the
tap back
West
in later.
Coast.
Let me know
All
when
right,
you guys
big
are done
dog.
or whatever.
Thank you.
All right. No, yeah. Thanks
you,
again,
boss.
chef.
You're welcome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Hey, man. Shouts out Big Boy, man. He's
Oh,
real.
dude,
He's one of the
that's
first guys I talked to out here, and he told me Wes got my back with whatever I need. So he's a real good guy to have to be following and to be able to talk to.
seriously one of the best. If you don't follow him, you're crazy. I'm not.
Yeah.
That guy's awesome.
He's a must follow.
Yes, absolutely. I just threw this combo together. This is the Mark McGuire Battle of the Bay '89 Stomper on the side, and then I threw in the Battle of the Bay. That this actually just dropped. This drop actually, I wanted traditional. I got all these UVs and different colors and everything else. I just wanted traditional, so I actually went to Lids, and they just put out that side patch with the gray UV.
Oh,
So
yeah.
cool.
Hey, so let's talk about how did you get involved with Lids?
So after the contest, just to let you know, people start voting. I think people respected my collection as far as the way I displayed it. My whole room. I have a baseball table. I don't know if you've seen that. Maybe you have. It's on my Instagram. If you scroll down, you can see it that my dad made for me. I'm all about baseball, so my whole room was done in baseball. And then the voting began. I didn't really know that many people. I didn't have a lot of followers, and I'm taking nothing away from Pierre, without a doubt. Absolutely took it, and he should. Guy has over 5,000 hats. They're all fire. I mean, and he was nice enough. He reached out to me, asked me anything if I needed anything during the contest. He with his winnings, I can tell you that what he won, he donated all of it to the Boys and Girls Club. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it was $2,500 in Lids bucks. So he donated it all, worked with Lids, and got some underprivileged children some caps, and it was awesome. So I ended up falling to about fourth with my collection, which was fine. It's works for me. I liked that mine was more diverse. It wasn't just all Dodgers or all Yankees, but it was fun, man. I mean, I made the front page of the newspaper. I had Good Morning Sacramento did a piece, almost an hour-long piece at my house live, which was awesome. It's been a lot of fun. So now Lids will contact me and let me know that there's some new drops coming out and kind of give me a heads up before they drop, which is cool.
Yeah.
What's up, Josh? And so my connection to them now is pretty much what's going on out there. Here's some new drops. I'm not going to lie. They have sent me a couple hats, but nothing crazy. I think maybe 5 total.
That's the best thing I found out of this community. It's really all love.
I know that you and I talk, and I appreciate you reaching out to me in this opportunity. I mean, you got to think, who am I to go after the next Sunday after, Fitted Insiders? I mean, it's freaking awesome, But I'll tell you, there's, with Red Fans Florida, with Fitted Flannels, with you, with Paco, with Big Boy, it's like it doesn't. I was telling you the other day, I talk to you guys more than I talk to my best friends. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
We have that connection and that hat community, always looking out for each other. I mean, he didn't have to jump on there and freaking hook me up with anything. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
the love, dude, the love,
Yeah.
And it's really cool that, with C's doing the Halo Fitters. If you haven't got those pins, grab them. It's a great charity. It goes to Autism Speaks. It's just awesome. People always helping out the community, letting people know where things are, how to get them, and that's what it's all about. It's that friendship, and I appreciate it a lot. I've had more fun the past year with these caps, because I really thought I was on an island. I didn't know other people really were into hats like this, and it's nice to kind of, get with people who kind of into the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was very fortunate to stumble across your page. I believe it was either one night with Fitted and Flannels, or was it with Halo?
Mm-hmm.
With Halo Fitters, shout out Halo, Saca la Papa. Um, I love all these sayings everyone has. Everyone gets on his live and go crazy over Saca la Papa.
Yeah.
But I seen you and I was talking to Fitted Flannels, and he was telling me, he was Total Package is someone who you have to interview. His collection is crazy. So once I got on your page and I started looking stuff up, I was like, oh man, I was like, I'm pretty sure like a lot of people are gonna enjoy your stuff.
Here, I'll show
That's
you a little way of it. I'll try to duck here. So it goes
that's
to
wall to wall, guys, wall to wall, literally.
And now what I've been doing is Hat Club has the boxes. So I've been trying to box all my bangers, all my heaters, trying to run through a few of those there for you. Just to, and anyone that's hot, the Hat Club, Pink Lemonade, Green Eggs and Ham, trying to put them all in their own special boxes. And then I grabbed some of this kind of stuff from Lids, is fortunate enough to give me some posters and some POS, I got, my kids are involved, I love this photo during Lids, counting all the hats, putting them out for, photos and things like that. It's just been awesome, man. It's been a great experience.
So someone asked, how do you reach the top? Do you have one of those little sliding
in my next house that I built, we are having a sliding, like the old libraries or old bars, but actually Sears went out of business, so I ended up grabbing
oh no way,
a couple sheep herders. So
that's right.
You can reach up at the top and grab what cap you want. So I got those with. Unfortunately, Sears went out of business, but it was fortunate for me because I was able to grab some stuff for them to add to my room. So,
what would you say? What's one of your favorite items in your collection? Whether it being a hat, or I know, and I don't know if anyone else knows, his favorite team is the Athletics, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
So,
rooted.
What would be one of your closest favorite items besides the Athletics?
It was probably the
jersey or hat.
The World Series program that my grandfather gave me before he passed away. Yeah, it basically they went through all of his items and decided who gets what, and they handed me his program with a note that just said, he was on hospice. He was going, he's passing. So he said, it's just a note with his program for the World Series that just says, all I can say right now is have fun. Love, Grandpa. Yeah. And I have that framed with the ticket stub, the program, and that note, and it's a pretty cool item. We used to watch baseball together, so it's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
So, sorry, I was listening. That like I was saying earlier, that that hat you got from your grandfather, I'm pretty sure not a lot of people. What year was that hat from?
This is probably 55.
Yeah. So see, his collection dates back way to the 50s.
Not my style. I'm not a dad hat guy, but
But for Grandpa, we'll wear it,
Exactly. Yeah. So that's cool. I have. I'll tell you where I want to go next. I definitely am starting to get into the Negro Leagues. I want to definitely start pumping them. I'm going to start looking for a lot of those. I think the history there is remarkable with Satchel Paige and players like that. They're players you don't even know. You know what I mean? And that's where I want to go. And also, I saw Josh mention the Copas, which come out for the minor league teams. Minor league teams. I'm me and Hat Junkie. I don't know if you follow Hat Junkie, but that's a dude you definitely want to tie into.
Hat Junkie from Texas.
Yep.
I believe I'm going to talk to him about hopping on next week.
Yeah.
I already spoke with him
He's great,
Um,
man.
but I
Great
just
selection.
didn't know when to figure out when to. Where's that from?
So this is the Las Vegas, the 51s. This was an affiliate to the Dodgers back in the day. It's a gray. This isn't a high. This isn't a drop. This is something that I picked up years ago. But just that colorway and in that face, oh, this thing, man. Try to. I don't know if you find it. Good luck. I've never seen it. So, and
No,
then
no, neither have I.
but yeah, it's pretty sick.
That's
So
almost like,
do we have time to still give stuff away?
yeah, we do.
Good.
I don't know. It doesn't tell me right here how much time we have, but I want to get one more question in before
Yeah, absolutely.
we start doing these giveaways.
Yeah.
What excites you about this collection? I know you were telling us about it's a story, but do you feel being in a big hat community and people loving the same hobby as you, does that encourage you to keep buying more things?
So what happened was I was probably around 700 hats when I joined Lids, a little over. From that experience, kind of really got me hard into it, and so I've copped another, 350 since that. So I'm up over 1,000 now. The cool thing about it is, there are worse hobbies you can do, right? Like golf. How much money are you gonna make playing golf? You ain't gonna make nothing.
No.
Golf, okay.
No.
So, but that's an expensive hobby, right? That's $100
Yeah.
every time you touch that green, okay? So, and that's not including clubs and balls and everything else. So with this, it's almost a strange investment, right? So a lot of these hats, I probably picked up anywhere between, some of them as low as $12.99, $11.99, some of them as low as 10. But there's an investment in it where you can sit here and go, oh my gosh, I just dropped so much on a hat. Like, what am I going to do? But if you keep your collection nice and you respect it and you like them and you love them and you really take care of them, you'll be fine. Like, I'll just tell you my numbers. 1,000 hats, right? About 1,000 hats. Let's put
1,000 plus.
Yeah, let's put a price. Let's just put an average price on that at $25. Okay, that I paid. Now let's take the last 300 and put an average price of 50. Right. So now you're looking at a collection of 1,000 hats, 25,000. Let's call it 30,000 all in. On paper, it's worth 50. Now, is anyone going to pay 50,000 for 1,000 hats? No, they won't. But you're not. I'm not going to. It's not worth zero. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's worse things you can have. With hobbies. So at least this one, you get to hold something and have it. You know what I mean? So. My game is really shot up with all these drops. I mean, I grabbed 40 hats last week.
I remember you telling me about that last night. I was like,
yeah, I had
40. I was like, I grabbed 10 last week, but I'm like, I'm nowhere near 40. I was like, that's like what I grabbed in like a whole 3 weeks, a whole almost a month.
They just kept dropping fire, man. All those LSD Tigers, and they got the pinky, the icy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta have them all, So I mean, it got so crazy that Lucky Charms Bison on my fitteds.
Oh yeah.
Went out in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I called a boy who I used to work with at Pabst. I worked for a brew company, Pabst. I said, hey, who lives in New Jersey? He goes, Skyler lives in New Jersey. I go, where? He goes, I don't know, 10 minutes from Paterson. Well, Paterson's exactly where my fitteds is to drop. So I called Skyler. I said, can you get there tomorrow morning? He goes, yeah, okay, what am I looking for? Sent him a picture, walked in at 9:30 a.m., boom, scored the Lucky Charms Bison and put it in his car, and it's on its way. You know what I mean? I'm like, there's a connection with everybody,
They dropped 2 Lucky Charms hats, correct, that day?
Mm-hmm. There was 2. They had the Lucky Charms was the Bisons. They had the Rice Krispies, and then they had the Raisin Bran. I ended up with the Lucky Charms and the Raisin Bran, but the Lucky Charms I had to get from the store. He had literally had to walk into the store and buy it. And they only had 2 left. They had a 7 3/4 and 7 3/8, I think it was. So I took the 7 3/4 and called it good. Yeah. But
that's like what I told my wife. I said, we got to make a trip out to New York, and there's a hat club here in Yuma, Arizona. I was like, I need to go out there, and I need to go to a store, even if it means to camp out. I might take my grill like Halo did and cook up some breakfast
There
burritos,
you go.
which we weren't invited to.
I know, right?
What's up, Hat Junkie?
There's Junkie right there. Awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
holler at you after this.
Some of the some of the collections that I really stand out to me. Of course, I love Hat Junkies. I love Fitted Insider. I'll tell you one that not a lot of people talk about, and I don't even talk to him that much, but I follow him, is Des Green. Des Green's always dropping fire. There's some players out there that haven't been noticed yet, and but it's all coming to surface now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of players who are gonna be on the come up, and a lot of players are gonna be. Their memorabilia is going to be, I wouldn't say worth, it'll be worth something, but it'll be something to have later on.
So I just see big things, said Chad, bring back the deals of the day. So it was time consuming, but I need to do that, man. So my deals of the day were hats for under $20 that I went and it kind of like, Hat Crawler does. He shows all the new drops.
Yeah.
Which he does a phenomenal job. I wouldn't have 90% of these drops if it wasn't for Hat Crawler, I'll be honest. He does a great job. But I was trying to kind of take that idea and put drops under 20. So I found the Cubs for $11.99, fitted, new era with the World Series patch. You know what I mean? And I tried to do this every day, but maybe I can get back to it at least once a week, where I find a hot hat for under 20 to add to your collection. And that has a lot of sizes. You know what I mean? I don't want to just get one with one. So, yeah. Thank you, Big Things. I'll try doing that. Ink Park, another great guy. If you don't follow Ink Park, man, you got to do that. That guy, his artwork's phenomenal.
I just recently followed Ink Park. I missed out. I think I missed out on some of his pins. I was looking one night, but then I stopped looking. I just
grabbed his latest one with the purple octopus going through the D. His logo right there, it's sick. Yeah.
That was looking nutty. I should have caught that one. I was like, but I don't have a D hat yet.
And
but I'm like,
you know what? That's gonna look fire on my LSD Tiger Navy, dude, or my pinky.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna look good. Yeah. So
pins are still available. See, I don't know who Big Homie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Big Homie's great, man. He goes into a lot of our lives, man. He's a good dude.
Okay.
See,
I'm gonna have to
got that Cubs hat for $11.99. That's awesome. I grabbed it too. It was a hot little hat. Use code 3 for 30. He said, "Look at that. He's throwing out codes." I didn't get no code, Ink Park.
Ink Park. No, yeah, that's what I love about this hat community. It's like everyone's showing a lot of love. See, I know you mentioned. Let me go back and see who you mentioned.
So I'm trying to yell at my daughter to get the wheel so we can give some stuff away too. I don't want to take everyone's time.
I'm trying to find them in here.
Kaylee!
I know you mentioned a few other guys in here that are if anyone in here is a big hat collector that I don't follow, make sure you tap in with me. I would love to talk to you throughout the week and get to know you guys. That's what I find. That's what I love about starting this. I was able to talk to Fitted Insider for about a whole week and get to know him. Chad. I've been talking to him for about a whole week and a half, and it's great to get to know you guys. So I'm a normal cat. You don't have to be clouded to be on one of these lives. We're doing interviews with everyone who collects hats, and we're trying to show love to the whole cat community so we can all get more well known with each other. And you guys never know what can happen. Some of you guys get to know each other, do collabs. There's a lot of respected pin designers, hat people are coming out with hats, and someone might like your idea and you guys collab on it, and I'm waiting to see some real dope stuff. I mean, that's a lot of dope stuff that's already out, but I'm pretty sure there's more stuff that can come out that's gonna just blow everyone's mind. And so I'm really excited to see what the hat community brings to us in the future, and what some people that we follow or that we're getting to know. I'm getting to know what you guys come out with, whether you have 1 to 10 hats, whatever it is. I'm excited to see what everyone has and what everyone comes up with. Don't be afraid that if you don't have a lot of followers, if you don't have a lot of hats, don't be afraid to start making pins, start making patches. Just don't be afraid to talk to anyone in the hat community either. I was kind of shy to talk, nervous to talk to Fit Insider and Total Package. But I was like, oh man, they seem like cool dudes on the live, so I'm like, I'm just gonna throw my chance out there and talk to them, you know. So it's like, thank you for joining me here today.
Let's
Shadow.
do some giveaway. I appreciate everyone. Let's do it where we don't have to take the time to spin the wheel. I have some caps here.
Let's
A
do
lot
it.
of them are fitted. This one's sick. Here's a new era blue Chicago Bulls. Kind of dope. Let's give this one away right now. It's a size 7. If you need a different size and a different hat, let me know. I got plenty. I'll take care of you. Whatever you want. Let's just pick 4 winners, and then I'll send them the hats they can choose from. How do you want to do it that way?
Yeah.
Right,
Let's
cool.
do it.
All right, so here, let's give this away first, though. Here's a new Blue Jays cool base running jersey. It is a double XL. If you don't want that, hit me up, and I'll give you a hat instead. Doesn't matter. So my first question is this. I mentioned who my favorite player was growing up and why I'm an A's fan. Does anyone remember what player I mentioned?
Let's go, you guys.
1986. That Bulls was a big seller a couple of years ago. Answer the question. Here, let's ask this. What place did I finish in the Lids Ultimate competition in 2020?
I want to answer that, but I'm not going to.
My favorite player was not Mark McGwire until this guy retired. It was after this guy retired, then it became Mark McGwire in 87.
We have our first guy, Mr. Dan Flynn.
4th. I see 4th. Someone wrote 4th. AFHC.
Yeah, I pinned him, Mr. Dan Flynn.
Oh, he got it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, he was the first one to say that.
Cool. All right. So you get either the jersey or pick from hats that I'll DM. Just DM me. DM me, and he'll let me know who was winning or who won, and we'll go from there. It was Dave Kingman, by the way. So I showed this hat. It's an old new era. What era is this from? First one. Anybody?
What's up, Noho? Shout out Noho Nari.
What era is this old new era from? The 50s. There he is. AFHC. You got it.
Let me pin him real quick.
All right, here's what are we at? 3, and I already have Reds fan already won one, and Fatty already won one. We'll give 2 more away. Here we go, real quick. You don't have to have this hat, but I'll use it as a trivia question. You can have it if you want. It's a Mitchell and Ness, all leather stripes. It's pretty dope. But Seattle Supersonics, where did they go on to play? Where did Seattle Supersonics leave and go play? First answer, here we go. Where did Seattle Supersonics team move to go play? Got it. Same guy. I'll give it to them. D Gauchi. DOCHUY. You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
OKC. Give it to him. All right, we got one more giveaway. What should we do here? One more giveaway.
Captain Clutch and Mr. Name of which famous player?
Perfect. Captain Clutch and Mr. November is what famous baseball player? You better be quick on this one. Mr. Who? Who is it? Mr. November. Who is Mr. November? No, he was Mr. October. Mr. November. Nope, he was Mr. October. Who's Mr. November? It's not Reggie. He's Mr. October. I'm going to give it to the guy who wrote Meter. Because he probably has fat fingers like me. ALUJAN33. You see it?
Yeah.
You got him? It was Derek Jeter. Awesome. I will send you a DM of a picture of all the caps you can pick. I'll let you know the sizes. We'll work it out with you if you want one for your wife. I got some ladies' hats that are brand new as well. I have some kids' hats if you want to give them something all fitted. But I appreciate the hat fam. I appreciate their community. I appreciate the support, the positivity, the friendships, and it was just it's awesome. You know, these guys are awesome, man. It's
Yeah,
like I
definitely.
said, they're a lot closer to me right now than some of my best friends, man. So and we can relate to them, and they're always looking out for everyone, you know. So thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, everyone, hopping in here.
Send me a list of those winners. I'll DM them right now, and we'll take care of that. I'll even put it in the mailbox tomorrow. It's gonna be. I know, Meter. I missed a contest yesterday because my fingers were fat. Thank you, big boy. Thank you so much, man. You know I appreciate you. Thank you. That's funny.
You want to tap somebody in here so we can talk to somebody?
Hey, see that play-by-play fitteds? Write down play-by-play fitteds, please. Just write it down. I got them both.
Oh, play-by-play fitteds?
Yeah, I got him too. We're all good. I'll take care of you, bro. I missed that. My apologies. Thank you, Clay. Follow Reds Fan Florida, man. He's a good dude. Awesome.
Yeah.
Any questions at all?
Anybody have any questions from the comment section?
Thank you, Metro.
I had my girlfriend last time writing down questions and bringing me questions when people were asking. Like she was telling me, I believe it was your wife telling you, oh, somebody commented in your live. Somebody, I was like, hey, that's love, you know, to have your wife in here.
My wife has commented on a live once before, told me to be quiet and go to the garage. It was like 11:30 at night. My favorite patch, I'm going to have to go with the Battle of the Bay 89 World Series, A's versus Giants. As an A's fan, I got to stick with that one. Plus, we haven't got one since. So I'm going to stick with that one. He said my girls helped me out. That's awesome. My daughter was just on the floor laying in here writing down people's names of winners. I hear you.
I'm going to tap in Alujan. How do I see if they can ask you some questions? That's a great idea, big boy. Thank you. Let's see.
You like the 88 better? Yeah. Do you
some of you
collect sports hats or you clink room? So I have totes and totes and totes full of NBA, NCAA, and NFL. They're not on my rack. They're in totes, probably close to 400 of them. Never been worn. The Dolphins' old logo. A lot of Redskins because I know they're getting rid of that logo. So my collection is a lot more than baseball, but they're all brand new, old. If you're interested in finding an old, brand new a hat that you want their old logo or something like that, hit me up. I'll work with you. I'll work with you to get you a hat. They literally have been in totes for almost 20 years, and they're all bagged and new. All my hats are put away. These were in totes. These were all in totes, but they're all put away in totes. Real nice. So another thing that you guys do, just to let you know, it's hard to refer back to a hat and what it is. So if you pull that tag and just set it inside your guts, put it there, it won't stick to your head. Pull your tag and put it in the guts. And anytime you can go back and see, you know, the UPC, how much you paid and what the name of it was. So put your tags in your guts, guys. So it's good.
If you guys want to ask him any questions, tap in. Request to tap in, and we can get some questions. Or
that'd be cool.
If you want to just talk to him for a second.
Needs old Raiders hat. I have one. I think I have one. Hit me up. Hockey, I have. Let me tell you about my hockey collection. So with the hockey collection, I do have combos. If you guys want any combos, I have a ton of jerseys. I don't really wear these; they're all new with tags. But all my NHL were bought over 10 years ago, and they're all New Era NHL hats, which New Era doesn't do NHL anymore. So hit me up if you're looking for a specific team at NHL New Era. I would say they range between 10 and 15 years old. All new old stock though. New old
Do you
stock.
have any Mighty Ducks hockey jerseys?
I don't have any Mighty Ducks. I have what do I have? The Devils, Buffalo, Oilers, Rangers,
The Oilers one is tight.
Vegas, and Kings.
I have my first Mighty Ducks cross with the Angels hats coming in. I was like, I'm waiting for that to come in. I'm excited for that one.
But yeah, I don't have a lot, but I probably have 20 brand new era hockey caps. This one's a snapback, but not bad. It has the Kelly green. I mean, but some of them are fitted, some of them are snapbacks. Let me see if I can grab it since we're just here on live. Let me see if I can grab some for you real quick.
Make sure you guys DM Chad. I'm gonna send him a list of the winners, so make sure everyone DMs him.
Here's a few. So here's a Rangers, New Era. That one's a snapback. Here's a fitted. That one's sick as shit, man. I love that one, man. I love that one. That is a 7 3/4.
Yeah, go ahead, one second. Turn on the AC.
Here's a Kings. Here's a Blackhawks, New Era. This one's sick. New York Rangers with a Liberty. Someone probably knows the year of that, but that is a size 8. So if you got a big head, it's yours. This one's cool. Here's a teal. And here's a Red Wings that I have a ton of Red Wings jerseys. What's up, John?
What's
There's
up,
my
John?
boy. What's up? What's
How you
going
doing?
on?
Show you what you got in the mail today.
You got some mail for me?
Yeah, I got
The
some mail.
Melco. Nice.
Oh,
Got these
no,
things
John,
from
tell you, John. If you guys don't
Babe,
know,
the interview's done. We're just talking.
he's my personal shopper, man.
I will save it.
This guy's amazing. He can knock it out, dude.
I don't think I can do snaps very much longer. Check it out. I'm on like the last one.
You only got a couple snaps left, bro.
Couple snaps.
Hey, I'm glad you got this. You like it?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Good.
I got this one too. Thank you for this one.
You're welcome. You're welcome, dude. I like that one. I like the patchwork on that.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to start a new live. Are you guys
Yeah.
okay with that?
Yeah.
What's
Thank
up,
you guys
Alvarez?
so much. Hit me
One more
up.
time.
Follow me. Let me know if you're looking for any caps. There's one of my caps right there. I'm gonna drive right now. We get that from you, John. Oh my
We're gonna
God.
start up a new live
Fire.
and we'll be up in there. But thank you guys, everyone. Thank you everyone for joining Fitted Talk, and thank you, Chad,
Thank you, brother.
for joining me today.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, guys. I'm gonna
I'll be
start
there.
up a new one.